This video is a review of the Ecoroad EC8 Electric Scooter. I'm going to unbox, assemble, go over the controls, test ride, and review the scooter. The EC8 has a 350 watt front hub motor with a max speed of 19 miles per hour or 30 kilometers per hour, thumb throttle, 36 volt, 280 watt hour battery with a range of up to 18 miles or 28 kilometers, cruise control, front EABS and rear disc brakes, 10-inch pneumatic tires and rear suspension, headlight, taillight, and weighs 29 pounds or 13 kilograms and can support up to 264 pounds or 120 kilograms. Additional specs can be found in the description section below. This is the box that it came in. This was everything inside the box. We have the instruction manual. This is the charger. There's 4 screws, an Allen key, and a tire valve extender. There's also a bag, and inside the bag, there's 2 tubes. Let's take a look at the manual. You can pause at any time to see this in detail. This is the table of contents, safety warnings, parts and features, assembly and folding, unfolding, tire inflation, charging, usage, maintenance and storage, button functions, and warranty. The instruction manual says the first thing to do is to put the handlebar inside the tube and then screw it in. Make sure that this plug is connected. Once it is, you can feed the wire inside the tube. And then you can push this into place. Make sure that these bolts on the stem and the handlebar line up. You'll take your bolts, 2 on this side. You'll fasten the bolts and then 2 on the rear. And you'll take your tool to finish tightening them. This is the folding mechanism. There's a latch on the handlebar, and then there's a tab on the rear fender. So to lock it, you would just feed this through and it clicks, and then you can carry the scooter up. To release it, you have to push the handlebar down, push this down, and then pull the handlebar up, and it releases from this latch. In order to fold the stem, you just lift this up and then push this lever in place. The charging port is on the left side of the scooter. There's this piece of rubber that covers the charging port. You would put this side of the plug in. You're going to put the other side of the plug into the wall outlet. I'm not by an outlet right now. I'll just demonstrate with this portable charger. You can see that the light turns red when it's charging, and when it's fully charged, it'll turn green. It takes about 4 to 5 hours. Take a look at the handlebar. We have the signals on both sides, the handlebar grips. There's the brake lever. This controls the rear disc brake and also controls the front EABS. There is a bell. This is the signal switch, the display with the power button. This is the latch if you want to fold the scooter. And then this is the thumb throttle. To turn the scooter on, you'll press and hold the power button until the display comes up. This is the speedometer in miles per hour. This is the current mode and the battery level. By default, we're in the walk mode and the rear tail lights are flashing. I'm just going to show you the signals. This is the left signal. This is the right signal. The signals only work on the front. Nothing shows up on the rear. If you press the power button once, it turns on the headlight. If you press it again, it turns it off. If you press the power button twice, it changes the mode. This is the Eco mode, D mode, Sport mode, and it goes back to the walk mode. By default, you need to kick the scooter more than 3 miles per hour to use the throttle, but I'll show you how to enable zero start so you can just push this without having to kick off. If you press the power button 3 times, it changes the units from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. I want to keep it in miles per hour. If you press the power button 4 times, it disables cruise control. If you press it 4 times again, it disables it. And then if you press it 5 times, it should enable zero start. So you heard that beep. Let me just demonstrate. In pedestrian walk mode, we're getting 4 miles per hour. In Eco mode, we get 10 miles per hour. In D mode, we get 16 miles per hour. In S mode, we get 19 miles per hour. Let me show you the cruise control too. Let's go to the walk mode because it's slower. If I press and hold this for probably 5 or 8 seconds, it should hold the same speed. You heard the beep. Cruise control has been activated. To disable it, you press the brake lever. If you press the power button 6 times, nothing should happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think that's it. Let me demonstrate the rear tail light. When you turn the scooter on, it's on the walk mode by default and it's blinking. If you press the brake lever, it starts flashing. If you change to Eco mode, the light turns off. If you press the brake lever, it starts flashing. If you turn the headlight on, the brake light turns on. If you press the brake lever, it starts flashing. If you change to the D mode, it stays the same. Brake light, it's flashing. S, with the brake lever, it starts flashing. And if you go back to the pedestrian walk mode, it starts blinking again. So let me turn off the light. The brightness is the same. To turn the scooter off, you press and hold the power button. Let's test the acceleration and max speed in each of the gears. By default, it's in the walk mode. And we hit 4 miles per hour. In the Eco mode, we hit 10 miles per hour. In the D mode, $16 miles per hour. S mode, $19 miles per hour. Let's also test the cruise control. I heard the beep and it's holding that 19 miles per hour steadily. Let's test the brakes. I'm going to hit the max speed of 19 miles per hour, then slam on the brakes. At this first cone, I stopped about 12 feet away. The brakes feel decent. It bites around here. You're able to adjust the brake cable line so it bites sooner. I am able to lock up the rear wheel and make it skid, which is good. The front is EABS, so when you press on the brake, the motor slows down as well. The ride feels very smooth because there's 10-inch tires that are pneumatic. They feel a lot smoother and more comfortable than the 8.5-inch EC6. The motor is also very quiet. I'm on a slight incline and it took a while, but I was able to hit 18-19 miles per hour. Moving on to the review of the EC8 electric scooter, what I like most about this scooter is that it could hit 19 miles per hour and that it has these turn signals. I think the turn signals are the most unique feature that this scooter has. Other than that, there's 4 different drive modes. There's the walk mode, the eco mode, D mode, and sport mode, which limits your max speed respectively. There's a headlight, there's a tail light, rear disc brakes, front ABS. In terms of suggestions or improvements, I didn't really have any. The brakes are decent. I didn't really expect much for a $280 scooter. They do lock up and you're able to do some adjustments here. They just feel decent. You can see that there's a little bit of wobble here. They're not the best, but for the price, they do the job. It's also $279.99 on Amazon right now. They also sell a EC6 version that has 8.5-inch tires, and I think aside from that, everything else is the same. And the EC6 sells for $219.99. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth spending $60 more for 10-inch tires? It's really up to you. If you have that money and you don't mind spending another $60, the 10-inch is definitely more comfortable. If your commute has a lot of bumps, I feel like the 10-inch wheels will make a huge difference in your ride quality. The EC8 is also, I believe, 29 pounds and the EC6 is 25 pounds. It's 4 pounds heavier. If you have to carry the scooter around a lot, carrying it upstairs on a daily basis, it might be better to get the EC6 because it's lighter and it can go the same top speed, but the ride quality is a little bumpier. So that's it for this review. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Feel free to leave questions or comments in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching and take care.